in the United States of America, you have the Bureau of Labor Statistics, where at the very least, you can look at the different roles and the different industries and have a general idea of what is being paid. Not really what the market rate is, because salary, the information is not representative of what the role actually values at. It is representative of what people are actually being paid. And if we are suggesting that people are being underpaid, then it stands to reason that the information that you see is not necessarily representative of what the rule commands. So we have to always bear that in mind, because not all information is created equal. So they'll tell you, oh, it is the market rate. But what people don't understand is that employers talk to each other. And there is this covert collusion, not something that you could prove in a court of law, where they keep salaries at a certain level. And I'll give you an example. I think it was in 2008, right? We had the Rio brand came into Jamaica, the Rio brand of hotels. Now, at the time where I was working, was it 2008? Either 2007 or 2008, I can't recall, it's been so long ago. Where I was working, I was making $33,000 per month, right? When Rio came to Jamaica, they were paying $30,000 per week. And so there was an exodus from the other hotels to Rio. Of course, it was a strategy that Rio used to kind of get the creme de la creme. It was a tactic that they used to lure talent away from the existing hotels to their hotel so that they could pick and choose who they want to hit the ground running, because you have to set that standard in terms of customer service, and you want the best of the best to command your share of this new market that you are trying to get a foot in the door. And the Hotel Association of Jamaica, along with the Jamaica Tourist Board and the TPD, they had a meeting with Rio, because the other hotels were furious. They're like, you can't pay these people you can't pay these people in a week what we're paying our employees in a month. You can't do that shit, right? And that kind of opened the eyes of hotel workers to say, wait a minute, if this hotel can pay us our monthly salary in a week, then obviously we are being underpaid where we are. And what happened was Rio fired everybody. 6 months, they fired everybody, and they had a job fair, and they rehired people, and they started paying what the market rate was that the other hotels were paying. So I say all of this to say that when they tell you about market rate, it is not a real figure. It is as a result of the collusion, the behind the scenes unspoken agreement that the employers have with each other to say, hey, we're gonna keep the pay at this rate. Not because this is what we can afford to pay, not because we have done a job costing, because if you ask them about that, they don't know what job costing is. They don't know what job costing is, because you need to cost the job. An accountant can tell you, you need to cost each role, and that is how you decide how much to pay for a specific role, because you're looking at the overall contribution to the bottom line, which is revenue. How much is this role contributing, right?